one thing that is, it seems little, but it's pretty impactful, is just remembering to greet students and using their names. And then also helping students use each other's names. So the relationship between teacher and student, I'm going to greet you by name so you know I know you're here today. And it's important that you're here and you're significant in this space.
What are some effective ways for teachers to build connection and community within their classroom?
So there are a lot of practices that can be incorporated along with content-specific practices. And one thing is like interactive learning structures. And when you're doing interactive learning structures, kids again are having to work together, and that gives you opportunities to work on skills that kids need to be able to work together and cooperate and have tolerance and learn how to have good discourse. So putting an interactive learning structure in with your math content or social studies content, it still gives you a place to build those skills that build community. Because to have a strong community, we need to be able to have empathy for each other. We need to be able to have good discussions and learn more about each other. At the beginning of a lesson, if you're doing an activity where kids are sharing something about themselves, and then other kids can say, yes, just like me. There's a just like me activity that we've done with some of our responsive classroom training and activities. So something like that, when kids can hear, this is my answer to the question, and 4 other students in the class have a similar answer or feel a similar way, or I have a connection to someone that I didn't really think, that person isn't like me, they're not my friend, I don't really know them, but those opportunities help me to see we are more alike than I think.
What is the most important thing that a teacher can do in their classroom to make sure the year starts off right?
I think it is to communicate joy right now in this moment and hopefulness for what the possibilities are to come. So students can see, again, like it comes back to belonging as well. I belong here. I belong in this community of people because of relationships, but I also belong here academically. Sometimes we think belonging is just about those personal connections, but it also, especially in our schools, is about belonging academically. Something that we did this year is we had teachers think of 3 words that they would want students to use when describing their classroom or their experiences. So if you're not a classroom teacher, you still are connecting with kids. So what are the 3 words you would want kids to use to describe those experiences with you? So teachers thought about it, came up with those words. We put them on, we laminated them, and people put those words outside their door. Again, with the intention of, let's try to live up to these words. This is what we said we want and who we want to be for our students. So just that reminder of, those 3 words that we kind of established at the beginning of the school year.